Hi guys, welcome home to Break the Noise. My name is Mirth. We're gonna solo travel to Austin, Texas. I'm actually gonna take Spirit Airlines today because I've found out this fun fact that Spirit is the only airline that's never crashed. So let's go. You know what's funny? I actually forgot my neck pillow for this trip, which is super. I was so proud because I'm a type B and I usually pack day of. And I was like, okay, I have everything. I literally had everything but the neck pillow. So we have to, do it how we do it. I'm super into a scenic view, so that's what you're gonna get. So when I landed in Austin, automatically prophesying, literally everything was beautiful and gorgeous, but I could tell that the weather was a bit off. I was super excited, had no idea, did not check the weather. I'm a very spontaneous person. I was just like, I picked the weekend and I was like, it's gonna be a great weekend. I immediately get in the car and you see my face because I can tell that the weather does not look good, and I found out about the floods after, so I was kind of sad. But actually when I got to the hotel, we had a little bit of a incident because I saw my hotel room and I was not giving what was supposed to be given. I walked in and I was like, okay, workout equipment. Like, I plan on working out, but I just don't want to wake up and feel like palpitations in my chest. So I immediately went downstairs and got the room changed. I'm that friend, like the friend that you can call to be like, hey, can you switch out my order, or I need to talk to the front desk. I am that friend. So immediately I sent all of my friends and family a voice note saying, I'm going to be in the Spirit this weekend. Don't talk to me. I'm going to be praying and fasting and everything. That was the goal. I'm not saying that didn't happen. I'm just saying it didn't happen like I thought it would. But it still was a very insightful trip for sure. This is the new Diggs. Diggs is insane. But yeah, afterwards I was like, let's go for a taco run. It was getting pretty late and I landed and I was super hungry. So I tried out this place called Taqueria. Amazing. Like, this is my second taco. I didn't even pick up the camera for the first one because it was so good. And then I got right back in line for a third, and it was the best experience ever. I took it home. So yeah, this is my nighttime routine. What was so funny, I was gonna plan on using this as like a morning routine, and I just couldn't get myself to do it. So this was at 11:53. And the fun part was that I remembered while I was doing this that I'm not supposed to put water on toothpaste. I didn't know that. My cousin was like, hey, you're just supposed to put your toothbrush in your mouth. Like, there's no water necessary, but I still do it anyway. I don't know about y'all, but that's me anyway. So the first day was pretty good. The weather over the weekend, though, was kind of insane. So I kind of just, ate and traveled and tried on clothes and ate food. So it's just going to be me eating and working out and stuff. But it was a really fun trip, and I got to actually visit some churches as well. So this is about to be me working out. I had such a fun time. It's a not that big of a facility, but I love everything that was encompassed around it, and you guys are gonna see in a second. It's really cool. So yeah, me and these transitions, man, you could have sworn I had those PowerPoints with like 24 transitions. So yeah, I think this is what you guys call not the elliptical, the machine y'all spending thousands of dollars on. It's that one. I can't remember off the top of my head. It starts with a P. And then I do some arms, because one of the biggest parts of my weight loss journey that's really been like getting to me is really the arms and the belly area. You see my look of defeat as I walk away. I'm like, no. And then we also did some treadmill. So this is my makeup routine. So the plan was to stay in and write and spend time with God, and that's really what I did. But since the weather was progressively getting worse and worse, I had to figure out what to do. So I ended up deciding to go to a church called Red Rocks, where I would, kind of check out the Austin church scene. That's just the kind of vibe I'm on, and I wanted to kind of figure it out. So I tried out Red Rocks, and then I also tried out another one, which was a Korean church called Lifeway, and it was such a great experience. I don't know if anyone actually wants me to go through the makeup routine itself, but I just thought, like, wow, insane, because I think people forget that people that wear glasses and don't wear contacts, like, it's the blind putting on makeup. Like, this is elite. Like, I'm looking at old me and I'm just like a proud mom right now. So proud. So yeah, so we got our makeup done and was able to kind of get everything situated, but I didn't realize I wasn't in Miami. I was in Austin, Texas. So this is for a Saturday night service. So you guys can already know what I walked into. It was like, I felt like I was going to a Haitian church as an American. That's literally how I felt. But I mean, still at the end of the day, I took care of myself and made sure that everything was done. That lip combo, you know what I mean? Comment in the comment section if you want the lip combo, because that's really one of my favorite things that I did in this video for sure. But overall, it was just a great experience to kind of get to spend more time taking care of myself, like slowing down and doing everything. And, you know, my Shein haul, you guys get to see my Shein haul. And then I get in this elevator and immediately I'm standing there looking cute, right? I have to run down 4 flights of stairs because it stops working at a certain point. We go to pick up somebody on the elevator and it stops working. So I have to run 4 flights of stairs, and that's just a look of disappointment. So this was the intro. People were really nice. They really have a good grasp on what it means to have community there. I went Saturday night and I think I still was able to see kind of a verses of what it was, but I actually found them on the Basement podcast with Tim Ross. Ryan Wickman was on there, and so I definitely was able to kind of gauge how I was gonna feel. But all that's over. We're gonna go to dinner. So yeah, that's my dinner fit. We're going on a little solo date. We're gonna take ourselves out. I went to Dallas last year and I went on to this expensive restaurant. I was like, we're not going to do that again. But this was affordable, but still a little pricey. It's called J Prime. And the hostess was like, basically, you're taking yourself on a solo date. Let me give you, a great experience. So it's my birthday. And it was really good. So I had lamb chops. I had Wagyu steak. And then I also had some small lobster. And these amazing, beautiful strangers decided to sing happy birthday to me. I did honestly tell them the truth afterwards. I was like, hey, it's not my birthday. The hostess was just really nice, but everyone just gave me such a great time, and it was such a good time. So ever in Austin, Texas, please try out J Prime. So here's my my Korean church experience. If anyone knows me right now, I've been super into the Korean culture. So
Ariana, what are you doing here?
Check out Lifeway Church, and they took me to Thai food afterwards, and we had such a great time. And I honestly will never forget this experience. Going to a new environment is kind of scary, so it was really fun. And because your girl was like, I had this bright idea, like if I'm going to be in a thrift shop, I love thrift shopping, so if I'm going to be in a different city, they might have different finds that I won't find in my city. So this is me on my way to go thrift shopping. It was a 30-minute walk, and I just kind of, took it to the head. They had some really good finds, actually, so I don't regret it at all. And then this is me going to Lady Bird Lake for a walk. At the end of the night, I actually decided this is like my last night here. I was there for literally 72 hours. I'm going to go to the gift shop and find some stuff for my family members. Just making sure I go back home with everything I need for everybody. And then we're out of here. Thank you guys for joining me. If you definitely want to travel more, please like, subscribe, and comment. And I can't wait to see you guys next time. Bye.